Quick to that dollar, getting that cheese, that chicken, that guala. Movado on wrist, baby, don't trip. This that Dolce Gabbana. This is that trip out to Italy. That vibe when you sip on that Hennessy. This is that feeling you get when your whole team is rich and you buy your own embassy. Bust down in that drop top. No, I don't dance, don't pop lock. Niggas crazy thinking money changed me if you owe me pay. Yo, you already know it's your boy NewFutureFlash, and you tuned in to TMG Reacts. And we out here diving into more Andrew Tate shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? This is him on YMH podcast. Is Your Mama House podcast with Tom. And I've been doing a lot of Tom reactions, and I just love his energy, bro. Like how he tells stories. Like he's naturally funny. So I'm excited to see this, like, you know what I'm saying? This back and forth. I know he's polarizing. A lot of people hate him. A lot of people like him. I always say, take from somebody what you can. You can learn something from everybody. Take from somebody what you can and leave what you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to agree with everybody 100%. So let's see what he's talking about. I saw highlights of his funny moments, but I'm really trying to get into why he's so polarizing. So let's get into it. Like, comment, subscribe, help this channel grow, hit 100K, and let's get started.
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Yo, mom in the fucking stand!
Sometimes you see these videos of these guys that are lost, and then they walk into a church, and then the preacher says like the exact right thing from the Bible, and the guy's like, "Oh my God, this is what I needed." I feel the same way right now. I feel like
Yeah.
I love to hear that, friend. I love to hear that.
Good.
Thank
It's
you.
really good to have you here. And speaking, if I could be, I don't.
So for one, he looks way healthier than when I was doing his stand-up stuff. And two, I love the fact that his wife is doing the podcast with him. I think that's great. So I'm so interested to see how this goes.
To borrow from them, I think you're kind of speaking the gospel right now.
Well, the truth is, you know what's crazy about all of this? Because when people attack my views, what they don't understand is that the relationships I'm describing are not just perfect for the man. Women are absolutely happy serving a man they respect. Women are absolutely happy saying, you know what? I know I have the best man on the planet, and I know I make him happy. Women are happy with that.
Yeah, that's true.
They're far more happy with that than they are working some fucking career.
Yeah.
And some garbage. Oh, I have thoughts and opinions and a job.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Have kids, sit at home, be quiet, make coffee.
Yeah.
And it makes everybody happier in the long run. It's good for everyone. I don't know how this is even controversial anymore.
Right, but Cobra, might I interject that if women were truly happy doing that for so long, maybe this whole women's lib thing, how did that come about?
That's a psyop from the New World Order. They're deliberately trying to turn women against men. They have to divide the peasants. That's the only way the elites can retain control. They turn the blacks against the whites, the Democrats against the Republicans, the women against the men. It's all a psyop, and they do it purposefully. Listen.
Okay. So you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So he says something crazy to get you hyped. I'm like, what the hell? And so it spreads. And then he says something that is actually what I believe is true. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to get into the New Order conspiracy and all of that stuff, but I do believe people want us fighting each other. And if you like know your history, you know, like one of their tactics was to divide the home and stuff like that. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care about none of that. We're more powerful when we keep our family together. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how wealth is obtained, because when you divide your finances, it makes it harder for you to build an empire. They're not saying you're going to have a kingdom or any of that stuff, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to leave your family something when you pass away. You know, you want your next generation to be above your last generation, you know? And I do, like, if you read the Bible, any of that stuff, it does say the man is the head of the household, and then it goes this, that, and the third. And I do feel like a lot of what we're going through, the problems that we're going through now, is because structure has gotten so out of whack. So you need somebody like him to shock shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I agree with his tactics and how he says stuff, but I do think that thought is correct. I believe that, you know, women should, you know what I'm saying, learn how to take care of their man. And he's also saying that the man needs to be the best version of a man that he can be. And I feel all of that has been out of whack. I feel like men have kind of lost their way in leading, if that makes sense. So let's see what he's gonna keep saying about this.
revolution is nothing more than men standing in one place and saying this shit has to change. The reason there's no revolution, despite the absolute tyranny we experience here in the Western world, is because most men aren't allowed out the house because their wife will get mad at them. You have to be home at 10 o'clock. Come home. You're not allowed out.
But what about the kids? Should he be home?
Sure, you should be home for your kids. But my point is, you're not going to feel like a king or feel brave enough to go and rebel against a new world order if you don't even feel in charge of your own house. If you're not a king in your own house, then how are you a king anywhere else, right? And the law is set up in a way in the Western world.
Like that.
The law is set up in the way in the Western world where men have absolutely zero power. Most men are clinically depressed, working jobs they hate in sexless marriages, and they know they can't leave because they lose the house and they lose the kids and they lose everything else. So they don't have time to be concerned with anything that's actually happening in the world. They keep us divided and distracted, and empowering females is the easiest way to weaken the will of men. What happened when the Romans conquered the Greeks? The first thing they did was kill all the fighting age males. And we live in a world now where they are deliberately killing the fighting age males. They're killing the spirit, the warrior spirit inside of men. And they're doing that by motivating females and empowering them to the point where they're going to sit there and go, you know what? I'm a feminist. You can't tell me what to do. I'm allowed to go out with my friends. He's just my friend. I'm allowed to sleep at his house and drink vodka. Oh, I only sucked his dick. What's the problem? You know what? Fine, we get a divorce. I'm taking the fucking house.
Okay. So, see, this is what I'm saying. This is where, like, he says shit that I agree with and stuff that I don't. Like, when he said empowering women is a way to break the will of man, I do not agree with that. I think that if you a real man and you a real alpha, like, ain't no powerful woman gonna take away from what you got. That's first off. But I do agree with everything else he said after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's run it back a little bit so I could.
His house, drink vodka. Oh, I only.
So, you do understand a woman being empowered does not mean she can do whatever she wants. That's a misconception. Like, I think he's referring to, like, the whole Jada Will situation. How many women was really riding out for what Jada did, and it's just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's completely, like, flagrant. Like, if it was me, I would have broke up with her like that. And everybody gonna say, but he did this and he did that. Nah, bro. It's about, like, when you get to that level, which a lot of us will never be a Will Smith, right? But when you get to that level, it's about embarrassing your spouse. You know, in every interview, every stuff, you could see, like, she's neutered him, basically. And I think that's what creates people like that. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back into it.
His dick. What's the problem? You know what? Fine, we get a divorce. I'm taking the fucking house.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do you feel about women serving in the military and stuff like that?
I think that's the biggest mistake a female could possibly make. Why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah.
One, you're shit at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Like, anyone who's out here who's actually been through something, as I have, knows that when the fight goes down, you need the women protected in a way. You don't need the screaming in your ear, right? So they're shit at it. That's the first thing. And the second thing, it's part of the psyop. They're masculine. In the Western world, they are trying to turn females masculine. It's not an accident. None of this is an accident. All of this is done very, very purposefully. And it's to destroy the will of man. The reason I feel compelled to say the things I say and do the things I do, etc., is because I live in a country where there's no femme-centric government that's going to come and destroy me. And also in my relationships with females, there's no woman telling me, Andrew, just put the mask on. Andrew, just be quiet. Andrew, it's late. Don't lose your job. Andrew, the kids, blah, blah, blah. They're just sucking men down the pit.
So hold on. Do you mean to tell me that Cobra Tate will not be married, will not be tamed?
It's not about being tamed or married. I don't believe in marriage in terms of an institution, not because I am against the idea of loving a woman, but I'm so anti-government. I don't want them to have anything to do with me, especially where my dick goes. So fuck them.
Yeah.
So I refuse to sign the piece of paper because I just don't want to deal with governments more.
Okay. So there won't be a Mrs. Cobra Tate.
Listen, if I meet a woman and point,
Yeah. You.
she's Mrs. Cobra Tate.
Yeah.
I don't need the government to give me any kind of fucking approval.
Have you met a woman yet that you go,
What do you mean?
Mrs.
That's all I fucking do. What are you talking about? I'm just pump. You got a sister, bitch? Pump.
Wow.
You think I'm playing games? You think I'm playing games?
Do you ever worry that a
snorting,
woman
bro.
just is with you for the wrong reasons, and therefore, do you ever hide how successful you are? You know what I mean? Like, just to see, like, what happens when, like, the Lambo's in the garage.
That's a good question, and I think you have to look at it under a different frame.
Okay.
If she's only with me because I am tall, strong, rich, and successful, and smart, and interesting, and charismatic, and humble,
and funny,
Yeah.
and funny.
Yep.
If she's only with me for those things, and I'm only with her because she's beautiful and shuts the fuck up, who's more shallow? Truth.
You.
So who cares?
Right.
Right. So I'm not going to be gold dug because I'm not an idiot. Like no girl's going to come to me and say, "Give me money."
Yeah.
If I decide to buy her a present for her birthday, it's my prerogative.
Right.
I'm not stupid. I'm not a punk. But I think that this whole idea of shallow is kind of hard to define, right? If someone go, they're only with you because you're rich and tall and gorgeous. I'm like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What else are they going to be with me for? Like,
Right.
duh, I'm only with her because she's gorgeous too.
Yeah.
So-
Like, it's normal. That's human nature.
So hold on though. Have you had a serious relationship?
I have many concurrent serious relationships
Oh, wow.
as we speak.
Are you poly?
No, because that means they can talk to other dudes. That's fucking haram. That's atrocious. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
It is.
Agreed.
Throughout the majority of human history, female promiscuity has been absolutely frowned upon. Only in the Western world we're going to pretend it's an okay thing. Every single culture since the dawn of human time and every single place on the planet has said that female promiscuity is disgusting to the point where females were executed for it.
Yeah.
And most of the world today,
As they should be.
get the rocks.
Yeah.
Abdul,
Yeah. Get the rocks.
get the rocks.
Yep.
In most of the world today, it's still frowned upon. It's unacceptable. Whereas every single kid.
See, he's a smart, like he knows what he's saying. Like he knows he's saying it to the way that is gonna get females riled up. That's why I like that type of shit. Because the point that he's making is accurate. The point that he's making is very accurate, but how he's saying it is like a dick. And you know what I'm saying? Like it is a new concept, this whole female promiscuity thing. Like that's why the music, all of that, like the city girl shit, the Meg Thee Stallion, like pimping dudes, like it don't go that way. And it's why women always ask the question, why will a man have sex with a hoe but not wife her? Because a man deep down, like he's not trying to have that represent them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I might go sleep with a girl who be shaking her ass and walks around in thongs and all of that stuff, but will I really bring her home to my mom? Like, probably not. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of the thing, because it goes both ways. You know what I mean? It's like when a girl goes, I want a guy that's over 6 feet, or I want a guy who makes double what I make. You know, a guy wants a woman who represents him in the right way. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of just intrinsic, bro. Like, that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. So that's why it's not comparable. When you say, oh, well, a guy fucked 10 girls, it's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the same thing, because that's not how you value us. You don't value a man by going, oh, yeah, he sleeps with a whole bunch of girls. You value him by, you know what I'm saying, is he respected? Can he provide? Can he protect? Is he a bum? Is he a punk? That's how women show, like, look for a man, and that's how they value men. And men value women kind of, you know what I'm saying? We don't expect you to be able to protect us. We don't expect you to be able to really take care of us financially. And I know, like I said, things have kind of got messed up to where men are accepting women, you know what I'm saying, making, like, basically taking care of them. And I feel like if you're a man and your woman makes more money than you, that should motivate you. It shouldn't make you to where you're like, oh, well, I could play Xbox all day. You know what I'm saying? That manly shit should kind of be like, my woman's getting to that bag, so let me get to it with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we're all jacked up, bro.
Insulted and shake since the dawn of human time had multiple women. Men are allowed multiple women. Women are not allowed multiple men, because if a woman has multiple men, you cannot ensure paternity. And the modern science of the devil, just because we can work out how the dad is, doesn't mean the actions are acceptable.
That's true.
Under the will of God. I can walk and have 10 wives behind me. That's perfectly acceptable.
So
if a woman has 10 men, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely vile.
Yes.
Females should not talk to any man besides her brothers, her father, and the man she's with. If she truly loves me, she should want as much help as possible to cater to me and serve me and make me coffee. She should encourage me to get more wives.
Amen.
Sounds like Sharia law is your. Wait, so
I'm a Christian.
Have you ever?
So, all right. So you see, all right, that's what I'm telling you. He knows what the fuck he's doing, because his timing is perfect. Like, he's charismatic for one, and his timing on the things he says is perfect. He's describing Muslim, right? But then when she says this, he goes, I'm a Christian. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's funny. because in the Bible, it doesn't teach you that you can have multiple wives. Actually, it like preaches marriage. And it preaches like the only reason for a divorce is adultery. You know, that's what the Bible, that's what Christianity teaches. Now, Muslim and all that other stuff teaches you can have multiple wives. So that's how I know he knows what he's doing. Watch.
For me and make me coffee. She should encourage me to get more wives.
Amen.
Sounds like Sharia law is your. Wait, so
I'm a Christian.
Have you
See what I'm
ever?
saying?
But have you ever?
You hear the guy
what's
laughing?
The longest you've been in a monogamous situation?
Monogamous? What the
Wait,
fuck is
no.
So wait,
No.
wait. You mean her being monogamous to me or me being monogamous to her?
The latter. Ever happened? Will it ever happen?
I don't see the point. I don't see the advantage.
Children.
I can have children while fucking another bitch. Watch me.
But here's the deal, man. But they will drain your finances. Multiple baby mamas.
Nobody drains my finances. I'm the big G. I don't think you understand. You cannot drain the big G's finances. The biggest mistake you could possibly make, the biggest mistake a female could possibly make is trying to go to war with me. She could come and say, please, can I have this? The baby needs diapers, whatever. Maybe. Okay, fine.
Maybe.
But if you were to, yeah, maybe. That little fucker can shit on the floor for free.
Yeah.
But if you're going to come to me with like a legal letter or something, you're going to get crushed. Decimated.
Oh my God.
I'm petty.
I'm
And
terrified
I'm rich.
of you.
I will do anything it takes to not pay you. I'll go to the jungle. I'll burn it all. I'll sit there broke myself. Everyone's going to starve. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Do you ever get sweet with a lady?
I'm
when
sweet
you're
now.
when you're
What do you mean? I am sweet.
you ever is there ever like a tender if I with a lady alone, is there ever a toned down version of this guy?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's not that I'm some psycho and I don't believe that men and women should be in love. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I should be allowed to have a bunch of chicks and do whatever I want and she should obey. And if she'll do that, then I absolutely will love her. Why wouldn't I? Right? The love is a real thing and love is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just so full of love I need more than one woman.
Maybe.
I think that's really the case.
And you're such a virile man that hey, you have to lean into the mic more, Milo.
Sorry.
Push it towards you. You're too virile to be tied down.
Well, it's just, I just don't see the advantage. I really do believe that if any man, this is a red pill most people don't want to accept, but if you were to get any man on the planet and say to him, you have a wife and she loves you and she's going to remain loyal to you and you can still fuck around with other women.
Wow.
Do you want that? Yes or no? If any man's honest, he's going to say yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
It's the game. So
Yeah,
I'm in a fortunate enough situation where I managed to pull it off, right? I don't pull it off with money or anything else. I meet beautiful young ladies who look at me and go, you know what, Andrew, you're such a special individual. You're such an amazing character that I accept. It's like when, all right.
Yeah.
You like cars, don't you?
Yeah.
All right. If you buy a McLaren, you accept that half the time it's going to fucking break for no reason. It's just a pain in the ass. If you want something reliable, you get a Toyota. If you want something sexy as fuck that comes with a bunch of problems, you get a McLaren. I'm the McLaren. You chose me,
are
bitch.
the McLaren.
You chose me. I'm not going to act like a Toyota. I'm the McLaren. So you're just going to have to accept what comes with me.
Yeah.
You are McLaren. That's
Yeah.
really good.
Thank you.
That's accurate.
It's a good analogy. No?
It is a really good
Yeah.
analogy.
I use that to Romanian bitches don't even speak English. Like, McLaren? I'm like, yes, bitch. McLaren.
That's all they
shut
hear. Good morning, Julia. Did you?
Bro, see what I'm saying? Like he's funny as hell, but he makes some great points. And if you ask any man that question, the answer's gonna be yes. You're gonna have some of them little, you know what I'm saying, dudes who be like, nah, I just want one woman forever. Nah, bro. If we can have a marriage and our wife looks at us like, yo, I don't care if you sleep with that movie Hall Pass, for instance. You know what I'm saying? If you have the ability to sleep with more women and you know the girl that you love will not leave, most guys will definitely indulge in that. And he's just at a level of success that he can have what he's dating on the world spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Not just America. So I don't even know if he dates American women. You know what I mean? And different women from different cultures, they are completely okay. Like I was married to a Latina girl and she liked women. So it's like he's not saying that every woman got to do that, but a lot of women are cool with, you know what I'm saying, having other girls around. But it's just about how you present it and how you carry yourself and how you show your girl that you love them. You know what I'm saying? Like, every relationship is different. So not saying that everybody can act like him, because they can't. But like I said, 90% of men are never going to hit that level of success. You're not going to have 100 million in the bank, private jets, and all of that stuff. There's plenty of girls who is completely willing to live that lifestyle and just let him do whatever he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Take from it what you want, leave what you don't, you know? I think that he's just entertaining, for one. And he does say certain things, and I do feel like he's at a level of money where he understands who's pulling strings. That's why he always kind of makes it into a analogy. Like, he says The Matrix, and he says stuff like that, because he's not trying to go, oh, the big banks don't want da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Like, I think he knows what's really going on, like, globally, like, behind the scenes. And he's just trying to find, you know, ways to kind of say things and let you know, like, what's really going on and hide it behind certain shit. So, like I said, man, I think he's funny. And I think he would be cool as fuck to just chill with, you know? Because he's having man conversation in front of the world and not giving a shit about it. Because when we on the basketball court, we be talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But you already know. Like, comment, subscribe, ding that bell. If you have more Andrew Tate videos that you want me to react to, put them in the comments. Help the channel grow, hit 100K. And don't take life so serious, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying? Have fun with it. We out.
Quick to that dollar, getting that cheese, that chicken, that guala. Movado on wrist, baby, don't trip. This that Dolce Gabbana. This is that trip out to Italy. That vibe when you sip on that Hennessy. This is that feeling you get when your whole team is rich and you buy your own embassy. Bust down in that drop top. No, I don't dance, don't pop lock. Niggas crazy thinking money changed me. If you owe me, pay.